Chickpeas, they're high in fiber, high in protein, high in healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, all the buzzwords. Chickpeas are f***ing good for you, so you should be eating more of them. Falafel, hummus. 2 recipes you can make from just soaking some chickpeas overnight and processing them in a food processor and a blender to make something that will make your life better. I promise you, spend the hour and a half, I know, hour and a half, it sounds like a lot, to cook the beans yourself, but you will reap the rewards. So let's get in the kitchen and make this and make your life better. For the hummus, let's add 4 cups of dried chickpeas that we've soaked for 12 hours to a large pot of water. Then we're gonna add 2 bay leaves, a vegetable stock cube that we're just gonna crumble and sprinkle inside. Go in with 4 or 5 decent sized cloves of garlic. We're just gonna smash them, peel them, chuck them straight in because they're gonna get blitzed anyway. Then 4 teaspoons of salt, and we're just gonna let that boil and then simmer for an hour and a half. Right, now for the falafel. Into the processor with 4 cups of our soaked chickpeas. We're gonna put 1 cup of chopped coriander in there. We're gonna chop everything just to make it easier for the food processor, really. We're gonna add a cup of parsley as well. We're gonna add half a large white onion or 1 whole medium onion. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and a teaspoon of pepper. 5 crushed, chopped garlic cloves. Get all that in there. About 3 chillies, less or more depending how you like it. And we're just going to process that until it's about the consistency of large grains of couscous, I'd say. Then just transfer that into an airtight container and let it set in the fridge for about half an hour. Next, we're going to drain our beans. You want to make sure they're basically overcooked. You don't want an al dente bean for this, or you won't get the right texture. Pick out the bay leaves and make sure you keep the cooking liquid. I'm going to transfer all the chickpeas to a blender. Add 1 cup of tahini. Then you want about half a lemon's worth of lemon juice. You could also use lemon zest if you want it a bit more lemony. You could use less lemon, you can use more tahini. It's quite an adaptable recipe to how you'd like it, really, much to your preference. Then we're going to blend our chickpeas. We're going to add our cooking water back in slowly. It's already seasoned, and yeah, ignore that. It's already seasoned, so we're not going to have to add any salt. And if it starts to get too salty, stop using the cooking water and start to use regular water instead. We're also going to add a tablespoon or so of olive oil just for flavour. Then finally give it a taste for seasoning, adjust, and then put in a container and put in the fridge for when you need it. Back to the falafel. Get your mixture and add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is going to stop it being so dense when you cook it. We're going to go in with a heaped tablespoon of sesame seeds and about a cup of gram flour. This is just going to help bind it and help get it crispy when you fry. Just give that a good mix so everything's incorporated. It should be able to stick together by itself at this point. And then we're going to hand shape it into small patties and fry it. You can use an ice cream scoop if you like, or make it into balls, whatever's easier for you. I just find that for shallow frying, making it into patties this kind of size is just a lot easier. We're just going to brown those till they're fairly dark on both sides. We're going to give them a flip, and what I was doing was basting or flicking oil at the sides just to make sure that the side's cooked as well. And then when they're decently brown on both sides, we're going to take them out and we're going to lay them on a baking tray. Alternatively, if you don't want to use so much oil, you can also take the same mixture, roll them into balls, and you can lay that on a baking tray and put that in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes on about 180 degrees. But just be warned that it can get quite dry if you do it this way. Now we're just going to make a little salad. Just some sliced cucumber. Going to slice a tomato. We're going to do a chunky salad here, but with some thinly sliced red onion. We're just going to season that with a good pinch of salt, a good pinch of pepper, and the most important one for this, sumac. If you don't have any sumac, get yourself some. It tastes amazing, it goes great in this kind of salad, and it's perfect with Middle Eastern food. Now let's plate it. We're going to take a couple of heaped tablespoons of our hummus. Nothing too fancy. Our falafel. And a portion of our salad. And then we're just gonna give a generous glug of extra virgin olive oil, the best that you can afford, basically. A couple of pickles, and the only thing I'd add would be maybe some coriander or dill on top. But yeah, proper plate of food that. I hope you feel enlightened after that one. I hope you're happier. Let me know if you made it. Let me know if you've eaten it before. Let me know if you like your hummus any different to the way I made it. Sorry if I sounded super uninterested in the voiceover, but I had a f***ing nightmare with doing my sound, so I hope that didn't affect the video too much. If you don't mind leaving me a thumbs up, leaving some comments, subscribing, click the notification bell, all of that good stuff helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, have a good year. In a bit.
Hashtag falafel.
Don't put that in.
It's going in.
Don't put that in.
It's going in right at the end.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's
It is.
not.
I'm going to put it right at the end.
No, no, not. Bye.